Hi, I'm Puyan from Scratchpad, and I want to talk to you about applied AI in sales. Not some fluffy, shiny hype stuff, but practical applications to real use cases sellers and leaders face every day. What I'm about to show you might be triggering for some of you, so just a fair warning. Sometimes there's no please, sometimes it's yelled at you, sometimes it's begged of you. In any case, these three words have a profound impact on anyone in and around the sales team. It comes from a good place. Sales leaders just want their team to do the right thing so they get visibility into deals, pipeline, and understand what's going on. Generally, this means taking the process, operationalizing that in the CRM, hard coding the execution, and relying on managers to drive accountability. The problem is, even after a bunch of configuration and automations and validation rules, more internal pipeline meetings, leaders still find that data is missing in the CRM, execution is inconsistent across the team, and they don't have the visibility they want. And that's where we fall into the trap. So if you're a sales leader or manager that's tired of surprises and acting as accountability police, or a rep who's bombarded with requests to give deal context and spend time updating Salesforce instead of actually selling, or in operations and you're mostly doing cleanup work and chasing reps for updates, I think you're going to love the next few minutes. Let's jump in. I'll start with a very common use case. You're a rep on calls back to back, so you block time off at the end of the day to make the updates. We all know how that goes. In this case, I just finished a call. Within a few minutes, I get a beautiful summary and action items, but more importantly, I see that my AI agent has updated 3 Salesforce fields for me, and it has one more for me to review. I can see what AI has written for me. I can review it relative to what's already in Salesforce right now, make any modifications that I want, accept, and that's now instantly in Salesforce. What would have taken about a half-hour block before is now done in 2 clicks. I can also see the other fields that were auto-accepted. The agent can update any field in Salesforce aligned exactly to your process and your output requirements. Getting high-quality AI outputs depends on writing really good prompts, which is hard to do and takes multiple iterations, and so Scratchpad has made that even easier for you too. So here, I'm going to go in, select a field, and just by selecting that, AI is going through using best practices and generating a prompt for me as a starting point. From here, I can go in and modify the description, the behavior, whether I want my reps to manually review and accept, or whether I want the AI to automatically replace or update Salesforce, describe exactly the output format I want. I can also give it the context. Some fields like methodology fields might require all customer interactions. Some fields like next steps, you want to focus just on the latest call that's happened. And more importantly, I can run a test right here without deploying it. Select the call, run the test, and see exactly what this prompt would produce. Once I'm ready, click save, it is now deployed. Your process may still require manual updates. So Scratchpad gives you an AI native Sheets experience to make that faster too, and gets rid of rogue spreadsheets that are disconnected from the CRM and are a home for shadow data. All the work your agent does automatically shows up in the sheet. Here you can see the agent has a suggestion for this next step. I can see the source, I can modify it from here and accept, one click, real-time connection to Salesforce that's updated. If I want to see anything that's changed, usually go in, turn on change highlights, select the number of days, and this will show me anything that's changed on any field out of the box, the previous value, the current value, and the number of times that it's been changed. The Scratchpad sheet also gives you the fastest and most flexible inline edit experience with a real-time connection to Salesforce. Just type, and that is instantly in Salesforce. This experience gives sellers a 50 to 80% advantage in speed relative to working in the CRM's UI. And if you still need to be in Salesforce, then Scratchpad makes that experience even faster too. Instead of opening a tab for every record, going to that tab, finding the field you want to update, then coming back to the report, just click on the Scratchpad icon, the Scratchpad panel opens, and you can make inline edits directly in a Salesforce report. AI agents work is also brought directly here. If I hover over this, you can see that AI has a suggestion for me that it's written based on a more recent call. I can modify or accept. And if I want to ask questions about the deal, I can even go further and say, what are the biggest risks? Or tell me all the MedPIC summaries of this deal. And to ensure your team stays consistently great in sales execution over time, Scratchpad Hygiene Monitoring is here to help. Where clean your room dashboards and naughty list reports fall short, Scratchpad Hygiene Monitoring picks up. Simply define the standards you want your team to follow. Here we'll show very basic pipeline hygiene, like no empty next steps or close dates in the past, the teams you want it applied to, the object you want it applied to, click save, and Scratchpad monitors hygiene for you every day. Over time, it'll track the number of opportunities that meet the criteria you've set, the specific rules that your team is doing well on and where they might need some coaching, and a breakdown by team about their performance. And once you get down to the frontline team level, a leaderboard. This uses positivity to drive the right behaviors in the frontline. That's just the visibility. The execution is made very simple and aligned to the visibility. Down below, I get a 0 board. Highlights the specific deals that are out of compliance. I can modify them right here. Once I do, the deal goes away. It's like inbox 0 for your process and CRM hygiene. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, let us know.